Hello, this is Brian Gatzke, and today I will be discussing my proposal, an ethnographic investigation on the effects of coach behaviors on female athlete motivation. According to Horn and Karen, the coach-athlete relationship is one of the most significant factors affecting athletes' participation and performance. The coach can have a direct effect on athletes through authority, influence, and behaviors, which impacts the behaviors and performance of the athlete. The ability of coaches to interact with athletes successfully can be modified by the athlete's perceptions of coaching behavior, and the athlete's perception will ultimately impact the ability of the coach and athlete to interact effectively. Athlete gender has an effect on the preferred coaching style and will affect coach-athlete relationships. Horn and Karen described that coaches exhibiting behaviors that align with the athlete's desired coaching style is an important factor for success of the coach-athlete relationship. Stewart found females desired a coach who could support their team and in an environment characterized by fairness, honesty, and sportsmanship. Females additionally exhibit greater task orientation and perceive success as improvement. A coach that approaches this way, focusing on improvement of the whole athlete, is in alignment with the female athlete's desire to improve as an athlete. Coaches can influence motivation through supportive behaviors, examples being providing praise, instruction, and feedback, or controlling behaviors, intimidating, criticizing, which will result in a positive or negative coach-athlete relationship. Stewart found that female athletes in a positive coach-athlete relationship environment see the coach as more caring and seek support and advice away from the sport. This positive relationship can impact the coach-athlete relationship, and the supportive behaviors can have a positive influence on motivating the athletes. Central to this proposal is the cognitive evaluation theory, which is focusing on social factors producing variability in intrinsic motivation. This theory states that interpersonal events and structures are conducive to feelings of competence during action and can enhance intrinsic motivation because this allows satisfaction of the basic psychological need for competence. Competence is related to producing a desired outcome through action and can be looked at as skills, achievements, and knowledge. This aligns directly with the female athlete's desire to have a coach focused on athletic improvement, the whole person, rather than just winning and losing. Smith and Skoll found that youth athletes reported coaching behaviors more accurately than the coaches themselves when compared to a third-party observation. Additionally, Roche and Pelliter found coaches overreport positive behaviors and underreport negative behaviors compared to athletes' reporting of coaching behaviors. Under the premise of the cognitive evaluation theory, the social interaction between coach and athlete could affect the intrinsic motivation of the athletes. There's yet to be a study using a third-party observer to code coach behaviors while comparing the observed behaviors with athletes' perception and athlete-reported effects of coaching behaviors on athletic motivation. Therefore, the purpose of this study is to investigate coaching behaviors' relationship to athlete-perceived behaviors and motivation in female athletes. Utilizing an ethnographic observation and coding behaviors using the Arizona State Observational Instrument, the primary researcher will observe 12 women's volleyball in-season practices at Graceland University. Ethnography is utilized to allow the primary researcher to be an objective observer while gaining a broad description and understanding of the social group. This population was utilized due to access to the team, a male coaching female athletes, and permission from the coach to have access to the athletes. Following the observation, semi-structured interviews will take place with members of the volleyball team. Questions will be derived from the themes of the coach's coded behaviors and focus on the impact of the coaching behaviors on athlete motivation and athlete-perceived coaching behaviors. This interview style is used so that the interviewee can guide the interview and the researcher can gain insight into the social dynamic of the team. The observed themes will be compared with the athlete-reported coaching behaviors to determine agreement between the observed coaching behaviors and perceived coaching behaviors. A thematic analysis of the interview will be done to establish themes and sub-themes related to athlete motivation, perceived coaching behaviors, and to gain insight into if perceived coaching behaviors are impacting the athlete's motivation in the sport. Thank you for viewing this video. Please let me know if you have any questions.